What up, y'all? I just want to get on here and talk about working out on your own and not needing a group of friends, a significant other, or a buddy system in order for you to show up. You know, I see a lot of people at the gym that either work out with their girlfriend or a group of friends, you know, a buddy system, like I said. And while that's okay, if you're working out like 6 times a week, 6 days a week, you should be working out at least those 4 days out of that 6 on your own. It should be alone time. And I know I got people that have personal trainers, and that's different because there is people that just don't know what to do in terms of what they should do in order to work out. They need that clear-cut plan, whether it's the diet, whether it's training, in order to really show up. I know there's a lot of videos and just articles and information online to show you how to work out, how to eat a good diet, but some people need a personal trainer, and that's different. But if you know what you should be doing in terms of working out, and you've been doing it for a year plus, 2 years, and you're still going up to the gym, and you need a girlfriend in order to show up, if you need 3-4 friends, if you need a buddy system to keep you motivated, you gotta check yourself. Because I see a lot of people that go to the gym, especially with a buddy system, and they spend half of the workout talking about bullshit that got nothing to do with the gym. On their phone, showing each other things on their phone, talking about shit that got nothing to do with the gym, spending an hour plus on the same workout, barely broke a sweat but leaving laughing, and then a year later wonder why they're not seeing improvement, why their physique looks the same. You can't rely on external motivation to keep you going. Because when you're working out with a girl, of course, the weight's gonna feel 5-10 pounds lighter. She's there motivating you. You see her, you can't fail on this last rep. You keep going. You're like, damn, I thought I only did 10. I thought 10 was my max. 10 was my rep. 10 was the most I've ever done. 10 was my PR. Now you're doing 15, 20. Oh shit. But how many are you doing when she's not there, you know? How many can you do when you're the only one at the gym? When it's a Monday and everybody went out Sunday, so no one's at the gym. No one's looking at you. And that's life. Most of the time, people don't give a fuck about you. They're not looking out for you. They're not caring whether you follow that diet, whether you go to the gym, whether you show up. And it doesn't even have to be just about the gym. It's about the business you're working on, the shift you're trying to make within your career, your fitness, your health, your mental clarity, whatever goal you're trying to attack. If you need someone else to tell you, hey, go hard today, what if that person is no longer there? You'll see this in people that see their parents as almost like gods, you know? If you glorify your mom or dad, when they're not there, your whole world is gonna be shattered. And this is just an innate thing that we do, that we see our parents in this high regard, but at the same time, you have to realize they're human too, and you can't outsource your motivation. with girlfriends. I've seen relationships where a guy was shredded to the bone. You look at him like, damn, he really put in that work. I respect it. Salute. But once he got in that relationship, he got comfortable. He forgot why she got in a relationship with him. He started skipping the gym, staying in with her, eating the unhealthy food that, is comforting. And over a year or two, he loses himself. Now he's back at square one where he started, maybe even worse. And now she got eyes from somebody else. Now she's looking around for better options. And now he's wondering, oh shit, what happened? What happened is that you relied on her for motivation. You got comfortable. And I see a lot of people that gain weight after losing at a certain fast pace. You'll see insane transformations where someone is 300 pounds, they go down to 200, 180, 190, and then a year or two later, they're back to being 200 pounds, 300 pounds. And you wonder why? It's because they're chasing the end goal so much to the point where once they reach that end goal, they don't know how to keep going. Their why is gone now. Your why should be bigger than just getting shredded. This is a lifestyle. You can fast track this shit. I'm not gonna lie and say you can't fast track it. You can fast track it and get the body that you want, but at the same time, once you get that result, then what? Then you're gonna slowly regress back to your old habits, your bad ways. And look around and wonder how you got back to the same place that you started at. This is why I'd say first you gotta learn how to cook. Look at this. Fruits. This is what I'm gonna cook. Chicken. Even as a man, you gotta learn how to cook. You gotta cook for yourself. You gotta make sure you're eating healthy. And not only that you're eating healthy, but you're eating things that you like to eat. That's why I say you gotta learn how to cook, because you can't sustain eating bullshit. I know a lot of people that eat shit that don't taste good and they expect to do it for the rest of their lives. It's a lifestyle. You can do that shit for 6 months to a year, but once you get a taste of good food or good tasting food, you'll regress back to who you were. But if you learn how to cook, learn what you like, and make it a healthy, then it becomes a lifestyle. Don't rely on anybody else for motivation. Don't rely on this video for motivation. I see a lot of people that watch David Goggins. They'll watch a video, get up 3 a.m., make their bed, push-ups, make a plan on how they're gonna change their life. Next morning, they're back to their old ways. Or they might even keep it up for a month. But then slowly they're back to their old ways. Or you see people that start off the year, January 1st hits, everyone is at the gym. New Year resolutions, people want to change their lives. But by March, May, April, even soon as February, people are not there anymore. The gym is not about setting unrealistic goals and standards. It's about building a lifestyle that you can actually keep up. The gym is not about motivation. It's about discipline. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. You're going to be motivated by the friends that you go to the gym with. You're going to be motivated by the girlfriend you go to the gym with. You're going to be motivated by the pretty girls that you see at the gym. But discipline comes in when you're alone, when it's you versus you. When those days that you feel like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. When no one's hitting you up to go to the gym. When you're tired. When you're out with your friends and they're ordering unhealthy food and you got to make that decision within your head to be the guy that orders the salad. Yeah, you're going to get comments. They're going to be like, oh, you're eating it. Who do you think he is eating a salad? Or you go out and you're like, I don't want to drink. The whole problem is people rely on other people to base how sane they are. If you're able to stabilize yourself in order to trust your own instincts, your own gut feeling to know that even if 20 people are going right, I trust myself enough to go left. You wonder why people say, oh, this is the Matrix. The Matrix is a system in the way you think. If you see other people do something and you're just a sheep and following, that's how you get mixed in the Matrix. That's why most people have average physiques. That's why most people don't reach their physique goals. That's why most people, when they reach goals, they regress back to who they were. Because that mental shift is so hard. And what you're going to have to do to get shredded is not normal. If it was just showing up to the gym, diet, everyone would be shredded. You see people that go to the gym for a year, 3 years straight, and they still look the same. It's because they're doing what everyone else is doing. You gotta go the extra rep. You gotta go extra couple steps on the Stairmaster. You gotta skip them cheat meals. You can't expect crazy, extraordinary results by doing what everyone else is doing. Find some discipline. Find the motivation within you. Find your why. That's all I got for y'all, man. Get up and go get it. Don't wait on nobody. Don't rely on anybody. It's you versus you. The decisions you make to get up every day, even when you don't feel like it, to skip that cheat meal, to go to the gym when your friends don't feel like going, to show up alone. That's what's gonna define you. That's what's gonna get you shredded.